Hello and welcome to Let's Play Civilization VI. Today we're going to be trying the new upgraded Canada, along with the new huge Earth True Start Location map. So I had an idea the other day for a challenge, kind of like a Barbarian Clans Mode City-State challenge, where you start on a huge map, only 2 civilizations, you and somebody else. You have no city-states on the map, and you let as many barbarian camps as possible convert into city-states and just see how many city-states you can get to exist. So we're going to combine that idea a little bit with this game today. We will still do a full map of civilizations. We're not going to do only 2 civs. And we will also leave the city-states. We're not going to start with 0 city-states. In fact, we're going to max them out. But we're going to put Canada all by himself on the continents of North and South America. And as promised, I'll do a cultural victory because all of my videos have been diplomatic victories. Even though Wilfrid Laurier is like literally the diplomatic favor guy. So we'll do Barbarian Clans mode, we'll do Heroes and Legends mode, Monopolies and Corporations, and Secret Societies. And I think we're going to go all ladies this game. Ladies love Laurier. We'll also turn the city-states up to 24. Let's get started. Alright, turn 1, we've just settled our first city. Turn 6, we've just got our Secret Society, Void Singers. Turn 9, we've just discovered Hercules, and I think we might go for him this game. So the strategy for this game is going to be a cultural win using Mounties. I only plan on building like 1 or 2 theater squares and relying more on late tourism from national parks. Wow, turn 16 and an unmet player has already been defeated. What's going on over there? I'm just chilling over here by myself with the barbarians, trying to keep them alive. Turn 19, we've just recruited Hercules, and it couldn't have been better timing because I'm kind of surrounded. Turn 22, we've just got our Pantheon, and I really wanted Dance of the Aurora, the one that gives you +1 faith adjacency from Tundra, but somebody already got it. Somebody also took Religious Settlements, which would have been my second choice for the free settler and plus 15% growth to your borders, as well as my third choice, Fertility Rights, that gives you a free builder and plus 10% city growth rate. So I'm going to go with my fourth choice, Divine Spark. Whoa, turn 29 and another unmet player has been defeated. They must be really having some war over there. While I have no civs to deal with, I have been getting my ass handed to me by barbarians. I've been constantly dealing with barbarians. I can't even get my city to grow right now because I'm trying to rush a great profit before I start working on farms. Like I just gained +1 population from this goody hut and I'm immediately going to lose it next turn. See? I'll have to pump out a granary as soon as I get done with this building. Turn 48, we've just founded our religion, the Tundra Talkers. I'll go with tourism, and I always go with this Daramare here because the faith just stacks up. Turn 49, we've just entered the classical era, and we got a normal age. Turn 64, we've just settled our second city, Hamilton. Turn 74, and we've just got our first government, and we're gonna plug in Diplomatic League and pretty much keep it there the entire game. That's going to come in very handy when these barbarian camps start popping up as city-states and I'm the first to meet them. That'll basically mean I only need 1 envoy to become their suzerain every single time. Turn 78, we've just completed the Temple of Artemis. Turn 86 and our first barbarian camp has converted into a city-state. Turn 90 and a second barbarian camp has converted into a city-state. We now have Singapore. Turn 93, we've just entered the medieval era, and we've just completed the Oracle. We've also got another normal age. Turn 94, we have our third barbarian camp that has just converted into a city-state. Turn 110, we've just completed the Mahabodhi Temple. I usually always go for this wonder whenever I found a religion, just because it gives the 2 free apostles and I use those to evangelize my belief to get the final 2 beliefs in my religion. And it only cost me 14 turns to build, while it would have cost me around 20 turns worth of faith to purchase those apostles. Plus that leaves me with an extra 800 faith that I can spend on things besides religious units, like settlers and builders when we hit this next golden age. And we're going to go with Sacred Places for the extra science, culture, gold, and faith because my playstyle, I always build a lot of wonders, so this is always going to come in handy. Almost every city's going to have a wonder anyway. And for the final and fourth belief, I'm going to go with Religious Colonization. That way I don't have to spend faith on converting newly settled cities. Turn 113 and yet another unmet player has been defeated. Kind of glad I'm over here by myself. Turn 114, 2 city-states have just been defeated. And the only reason I'm keeping track of this is because I want to know how many are naturally organic city-states and how many actually spawned from barbarian camps, which we started with 24 and 2 have been defeated so far. Turn 115, we just settled our 3rd city, Halifax. Turn 117, we have our 4th barbarian city-state, Akkad. Turn 120, and yet another unmet city-state has been defeated. Now we're up to 3. Turn 123, we've just completed our first theater square. Turn 133, we've just entered the Renaissance era, and we have our first golden age. We're going to take monumentality and start pumping out settlers now. Turn 143, another unmet city-state has been defeated, so we're up to 4 now. Turn 144, we've just settled our 4th city. Turn 149, and we've got another barbarian city-state. Turn 150, we've just settled our 5th city. Turn 153, we've just completed our 2nd and final theater square. Turn 155, we've got another barbarian city-state. This one's like pretty much totally ice. Turn 159, we've just completed the Kotoku Inn, and we've just settled our 6th city. Turn 161, we've just met our first civilization, England. Turn 164, we've just settled our 7th city. And turn 166, we've just settled our 8th city. Turn 168, another unmet city-state has been defeated, so we're up to 5 now. And turn 169, it looks like one of our barbarian camps has city-state conversion disabled. Not sure what that means. Maybe they're too close to my city, but that means I'm going to have to clear this one out. But we currently have 14 city-states so far, and I'm suzerain to all of them except for 1. Turn 171, we've just settled our 9th city. This is going to be our St. Basil's Cathedral city. Only 341 turns, that's not bad. And we've just settled our 10th city as well. Turn 173, we've just entered the industrial era. And we've got another golden age. And we've just settled our 11th city. Turn 175, we've just settled our 12th city. Turn 177, we've just met 2 civilizations at the same time. We've got Vietnam and Indonesia. Turn 179, we've just settled our 13th city. Turn 182, we've just met 2 more civilizations, Egypt and Nubia. Turn 187, we've got another barbarian city-state. Ooh, and turn 188, we've just met Valletta. That's gonna make things go really smoothly for me. I'll be able to purchase all of my walls and city center buildings with faith now. Turn 192, and we are the first civilization to fully circumnavigate the world, which is kind of funny because we don't have any boats or anybody out there running around exploring. All of my units are in my towns fighting barbarians. They have been the entire game. The only way I was able to circumnavigate the world is from being suzerain to pretty much the entire world. Turn 193, we've just met our 6th civilization, Scythia. Turn 197, we've just completed Kiwakisawani. And turn 198, we've just completed the Forbidden City. Turn 199, we just completed our first hockey rink. Turn 201, we just built our 2nd hockey rink. And turn 202, we just completed our 3rd hockey rink. Turn 206, guess what? 4th hockey rink. Turn 213, we just entered the modern era. And we've got another golden age. Time to start purchasing Mounties. Turn 214, we've just met our 7th civilization, Poland. Turn 218, we've just built our first national park. Turn 220, we've got another barbarian city-state. And we've just built our 2nd national park. Turn 222, we've just built our 5th hockey rink, as well as our 3rd national park. Turn 223, we've just completed the Hermitage. Turn 224, we've just completed our 4th national park. Turn 227, we've just built our 5th national park. Turn 228, we've got our 6th hockey rink. Turn 229, we've just built our 6th national park. This entire area right here is national parks, 3 of them all together. Turn 232, we've got another barbarian city-state, and this one is right in the middle of the ice again. Turn 239, just to remind you what I've been dealing with this entire game. These barbarians are relentless. Trying to keep them killed off while not clearing their camps is very hard. Turn 246, we've just bought 4 cultists and 4 rock bands. I should also mention I've kind of been focusing on shopping malls and water parks now. Turn 247, we just settled our 14th and final city. Turn 248, we just built our 8th hockey rink. and our first ski resort, and also our 7th national park, as well as our first seaside resort. Turn 250, we just built our 8th national park, as well as our 2nd seaside resort. Turn 251, we've just become culturally dominant over Egypt. We've also just built our 3rd ski resort and our 3rd seaside resort. Turn 252, we just built our 4th ski resort. And the AI just keeps offering me great works for coal and aluminum and horses and things like that. Turn 253, we've just entered the atomic era. We've got another golden age, and of course we're going to go for Wish You Were Here. Plus 50% tourism from World Wonders and plus 100% tourism from all national parks. I might have a couple of those. I've also started working on entertainment complexes for my inland cities. And I might have gone a little overboard and went ahead and bought 14 more cultists and 3 more rock bands. Plus, we've also just built our 5th ski resort. Turn 254 and we're just now meeting Georgia. And turn 255, we are now culturally dominant over Georgia. Wow, we literally just met her. Turn 257, my rock bands have finally made it over to Scythia, who is in 2nd place for cultural victory. I'm not sure if it makes a difference or not, but I always send my rock bands to the person that's in 2nd place for a cultural victory. Turn 259, we just completed the Eiffel Tower. And turn 260, Scythia must have seen my rock bands and made it to where I can't enter her borders, because now they're all stuck here in this city-state that is surrounded by Scythia's borders. Looks like Vietnam's rock bands are stuck in here with me as well. But we do have one band that's not stuck in there. Plus we have the 3 bands that I made a little later, so I can send them over to Vietnam, who's in 3rd place. Turn 262, we've just become culturally dominant over Indonesia. Turn 268, we've just built our 9th national park. And I've also been continuing to build seaside resorts and ski resorts. And my rock bands were just kicked out of Vietnam as well. I haven't gotten to use one of these rock bands yet. Turn 270, we just built our 10th national park. Turn 272, we've just completed St. Basil's Cathedral. I had a little problem with that one because barbarians kept occupying the tile that I was trying to build it. So I ended up putting it on pause for a little bit and building a holy site on the other side of town instead. Turn 274, we've just become culturally dominant over Poland. Turn 276, we've just completed the Bolshoi Theater as well as Mont Saint Michel. And England has captured Granada, which I think puts it at 7 city-states that have been captured so far. Turn 281, we are now culturally dominant over Nubia, and it's saying for the 2nd time that I am culturally dominant over all but one civilization, and that victory is imminent. Of course, you know, if you've ever played a cultural victory on this game, you get that message about 10 times before you actually win. Turn 284, we've got yet another barbarian city-state. They started out kind of weird shaped. Okay. So far, we have 37 city-states. We started with 24 natural organic city-states. 7 of them were killed off, leaving us with 17 organic city-states, meaning that we have 20 city-states that have been created just by barbarian camps. And we still have about a third of the world undiscovered. Turn 290. We are now culturally dominant over Scythia, which means we should win the game next turn. And we still have 3 turns left in the atomic era. And there you have it, cultural victory. But as I'm sitting here narrating this, now I'm kind of wondering how many city-states actually were there. I still had about a third of the map that I hadn't uncovered yet. But I should be able to go in and still have an autosave left on the game and load the turn right before I won the game. Then all we have to do is launch a satellite, and then we'll be able to see exactly how many barbarian camps became city-states. So let's do it. For science. Okay, yes, I'm able to go in and load the last turn autosave. Then I should just be able to click one more turn and launch a satellite, and I should be good. Okay, yeah, it looks like we already have a spaceport in the capital. I didn't know I had finished it already. So I should just be able to launch Earth's satellite and have that done in 4 turns. Oh, we could boost that by 3,000 production for only 5,000 faith. Okay, we've got our victory again. Just click one more turn Okay, we've got Carl Sagan, which is going to give us 3,000 towards Space Race Project. I think that'll be enough to get rid of this. So we just launched the satellite and met 2 new city-states, putting us at a grand total of 40 city-states, 17 of them being organic, and 23 of them coming from barbarians. That was worth it to go back and look. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you like the content. I try to release a video every 4 days.